Salve, salve, rapaz! E tranquilidade? Continuando a gameplay de Assassin's Creed 2 aí de onde paramos no episódio anterior. No episódio anterior nós ia até aqui a Romanha aqui, né? E entregar a maçã do Éden aí para a Caterina. Aí chegando aqui, a cidadela dela e o castelo dela lá, o palácio dela foi atacado aí pelos irmãos Orsi. Eles foram mandados aí pelo Rodrigo Borja, né? Que é o chefão aí dos Templários aqui nesse jogo. Aí então eles foram encarregados aí de pegar o mapa, né? O mapa do ex-marido da Caterina, né? Que era um templário também, ele passava informações aí pro templário. Aí então os dois objetivos eram pegar esse mapa e pegar a maçã do Éden aí. Aí eles atacaram aí a cidadela aí da Caterina. Aí a princípio aí eles sequestraram dois filhos dela também, né? O menino e a menina. Eu acho que é a Bianca e o outro esqueci o nome. Aí sequestraram os dois filhos, né? Pegaram eles de refém pra fazer uma troca, né? Trocar pelo mapa e pela maçã do Éden. Mas aí o conseguiu, né, libertar as crianças. E depois conseguiu recuperar a maçã do Éden, né? Porque esse sequestro das crianças foi uma distração aí pros homens dos Orcs aí, né? Entrar na cidadela e pegar a maçã. Aí resumindo tudo, o Ezio salvou as crianças, recuperou a maçã do Éden. E também tá com o mapa aí do ex-marido da Caterina, beleza? Então esse foi o resumo do vídeo anterior, rapaziada. Sabe aquele ritual pra quem gostar dos vídeos aí, né? Curte, compartilha, se inscreve no canal, ativa o sininho aí. Todo dia 6h15 da tarde tem vídeo novo, beleza, rapaziada? Bora continuar a gameplay que tá da hora. Deixa a saída aqui. É isso aí, eu acho que o jogo já tá da metade pro final já, rapaziada. Tem muita coisa interessante aí, deve estar acabando o jogo já. Vou pegar esse cavalinho aqui. Eu nem lembro de. Não passa não, deve ser fundo ali. Ah é, a maçã do Éden ele recuperou, mas ele tomou uma facada aí do cara que ele matou. Aí o monge acabou pegando a maçã do Éden aí. Eu esqueci, eu falei que a maçã do Éden tava com ele, mas não tava não. Agora que eu vim lembrar. Ele tinha recuperado, mas depois ele desmaiou, deixou cair no chão e o cara pegou.
Blessings on you, brother.
Sempre esqueço de ligar as traduções, a legenda, mano.
Grazie. I wonder if you can help me.
What do you seek?
A monk in black robes who lacks one of his 10 fingers.
Well, Brother Guido has only 9 toes. You sure it wasn't a toe?
Quite sure.
And then there's Brother Domenico, but it's his entire left arm he's lacking.
Again, quite sure it was a finger.
Now wait a moment. I do recall a black-robed monk with 9 fingers. Yes, of course. When we had our last San Vincenzo's feast, at the Abbey.
Yes, I know the place. I'll try there. Grazie.
Go in peace, brother.
I always do.
Oh, that is impressive. The wrecks. There!
Lá dentro da cidade.
Might have to deal with this.
Excuse me, brother. I wonder if you can...
Unholy demon! Get away!
What's wrong?
You're the one who killed Brother Stefano! Brothers, the killer of monks has returned!
Whatever this is about, leave me out of it, please!
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, leave me alone! Oh, leave me alone!
Just leave me alone, please! Damn! Got to get out of here!
Fresh cut leeches! Who requires bleach? I've distilled an elixir of lead and pomegranate. Ideal for the living.
Come, don't be shy. I am at your entire disposal.
Please, no! I don't want to die!
I only kill those who kill others. And your brother Stefano was a killer. I'm sure you are no such thing. Now, listen to me. I'm looking for a black-robed monk who's missing a finger.
Missing a finger, you say? Do you mean like Fra Savonarola?
Savonarola? Who is this? You know him?
I did. He was one of us for a time.
And then?
We suggested he retire to a hermitage for a good long time.
I'm afraid to say his retreat has come to an end. Where would he have gone?
Oh dear. Santo Spirito? In Firenze? It's where he studied. Perhaps it's where he would return.
I thank you. Go with God, brother.
Acho que vai mudar de cenário de novo, rapaziada.
Hey, Desmond. I think I repaired that busted memory. Why don't you try opening it?
Voltamos para a cidade natal dele. Agora vamos dar uma olhada quem é esse cara aí.
Girolamo Savonarola, a Dominican friar from Ferrara, this man took his job seriously. He saw the excesses of his age, the rich stomping the poor into the dirt, the priests selling indulgences to the populace, and he went insane. Calling himself an instrument of God, Savonarola descended on Firenze. His sermons sent people into frenzies. He demanded an end to all personal property, to all progress, a return to Eden. Knowledge became the enemy, and he could erase it all with the peace of Eden at his command. Books, paintings, musical instruments, he burned everything in the bonfire of the vanities. History unraveled as his legions took control, and Firenze descended into darkness. Checco and Ludovico Orsi. Bored with their leisurely life in the countryside, the Orsi brothers decided to spice things up a little. They started a money-lending business that was extremely successful, mostly because they killed anyone who didn't pay them back. Then, Caterina Sforza hired them to murder her Templar husband, Girolamo Riario. Checco and Ludovico Orsi. Bored with their leisurely life in the countryside, the Orsi brothers decided to spice things up a little. They started a money-lending business that was extremely successful, mostly because they killed anyone who didn't pay them back. Then, Caterina Sforza hired them to murder her Templar husband, Girolamo Riario, which they did in true cavalier fashion. They rode up to his palace, waltzed into the dining room, stabbed him in the chest, ransacked the estate, and left his naked body in the center of town. According to Abstergo's files, Rodrigo Borgia, after escaping from Venice, offered to pay them for the recapture of the Peace of Eden. And, of course, Caterina's head. It was the Orsi brothers' idea to kidnap her children. I ask you, what has this world come to when the rich go so bad? Marco Barbarigo. Although his brother Agostino was destined for greatness, Marco left his mark on Venetian history as well. A tyrant since he was barely old enough to walk, whatever Marco wanted, he got. There are records here for jewels, entire fleets of ships, all paid for by his family and all ordered directly from him. And then there's his personal life. Apparently, Marco's wife, Carlotta, used to be married to his bodyguard, Dante Moro. Dante was captain of the city guard and heir to one of the most prestigious families in Venezia. Marco was supposedly his close friend, right? But get this, Marco decides he wants Carlotta. In the Catholic religion, marriage is till death do us part, and Marco's a good Catholic. So, he hires a hit on Dante. Dante gets stabbed 3 times in the body and once in the head. But he doesn't die. He recovers with severe brain damage. Dante becomes like a child. So, what does Marco do? Well, he hires Dante as his personal bodyguard, and he gets him to sign a confession annulling the marriage. Marco takes Carlotta and keeps Dante as his personal slave. What a lovely fella.
Caralho. Eu já tinha visto antes, já. Mas já viu tudo já nos episódios anteriores.
had only a tenth of his father's talent, we'd still have some place to call home.
Camuflagem. Camuflagemzinha.
Never should have welcomed that mad monk into the city. Look at all the misery he's wrought.
There! Get him! Stavol!
Ah, è nada più sai per darsi sattetica addestramento. Davvero primitivo.
A gente viu se dá contra-ataque aqui. A cidade está sendo invadida pelo Thor.
Don't understand why they'd be so willing to accept his aggression. Sometimes I wish the assassino would return to Firenze, that we might be free of his tyranny.
Querer ir rápido acaba se fudendo.
Well now. Don't be shy. Many other items. There! Get him! Doesn't look like one. Was it worth dying for, idiota?
Salve, Ezio. You picked a fine time for a homecoming.
Then it's true. Savonarola has taken control of Firenze.
Yes. No doubt aided by that treacherous artifact.
We should get to work on retrieving it.
That may be more complicated than you think.
When isn't it? Why don't you fill me in on things?
Walk with me. It all started a few weeks ago. The man everyone once reviled was suddenly the one they worshipped.
Ah, the apple.
Only in part. It's not the city he's enthroned, but its leaders. Men possessed of influence and power. They, in turn, oppress the citizens and ensure his will is done.
The people act as if they have no say in the matter.
Rare is the man willing to oppose the status quo. And so it falls to us to help them see the truth.
Those bodies bear the emblem of the Borgia.
Yes. The Spaniard keeps sending his soldiers into Firenze, and Firenze keeps sending them back. Usually in pieces.
Then he knows the apple is here as well. An unfortunate complication. Qui, let's do it.
out. 4 days labor with your idiocy.
There's something.
That man.
There he is. Won't escape.
Figlio di puttana! I may be your papa! Hey, let go of me! Get them! There is your flaying will be most amusing, should you... Canazione, too hot for me!
Meu Deus, mano, o cara morreu, desgraçado. Que merda, mano. Tá fraco da porra. Esse verme sobe aqui. Sobe.
Ora! There he is! Keep back! The devil's longing to greet you.
Run! Madman!
I want no part of this. It's madness. Must get out of here. He's here. Remind or
You think you can escape? Nino! Hey! Only the best of us are here, friend.
The Lord is my shepherd! The Lord is my shepherd!
What folly is this? Got to get out of here!
Foi, cara.
You must have had it coming, I suppose.
One more sent to the Lord.
I want no part of this! No, please, don't kill me!
On me. Follow my direct assault will be dangerous.
True. But what other option is there?
Aside from the city leaders, the people's minds are their own, correct?
Si.
And they follow Savonarola not by choice, but force and fear?
Si.
Then I propose we use these to our advantage. We can silence his lieutenants and stir up discontent. You will be distracted, and I will have a chance to strike.
Clever. I'll speak with La Volpe and Paola. They can help to organize the uprising as you free the districts.
Then it's settled. I'll take care of his abettors.